Hey guys, Luma here, and welcome back to my Skies of Arcadia playthrough. Last episode, we saved Dana from the Valuans and learned of her quest to gather the moon crystals. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and make our way through this stone reef here to Maramba. I think it's honestly a really cool way of dividing the world so that you don't wander off outside of the linear path they want you to take without feeling like you're stuck in a linear path. They did a really amazing job of that in this game. Oh, and it looks like all these enemies are getting the jump on us, and they're Azbets, so that's really bad. These guys have a spell called Attorney, which is instant death, so we might see a few people go down here. Please miss. Oh my goodness. Vice, no! Oh, Fina took so much damage right there. Shoot. Oh god, is Fina just gonna go down from the attacks alone? Oh god, and they call allies. Azbets are so frustrating, guys. And we have a Stonebeak now. Oh my goodness, that's insane. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's not mess around. Aika's gonna go ahead and use Pyrus. Fina's gonna guard, and I'm gonna go ahead and just use a whole Sakra's crystal. Oh, I don't have any Sakras. Yes, I do. There it is. Okay, I'm just blind. Use a whole Sakra's crystal on Fina, is what it is. Oh god, he's using Attorney again. Maybe I should have Delta shielded. This is a horrible, horrible game plan. Oh, it missed. Thank goodness. Come on, Aika. Yes, girl. Get rid of them. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. This is going to be a great opportunity to show off Risen to you guys, though. Never mind, because Drachma got the counter. Heck yeah. Wow, there's nothing here but sand. So this is a desert. I've heard sailors talk about them before, but it's my first time actually seeing one. Now that you mention it, I've heard sailors talking about them too. And they said that the Nass or deserts are so hot, if you walk around in the sun too long, your hair catches on fire. Everyone carries buckets of water around with them so they can put out their friend's hair. And then? Oh, come on, Aika. You don't actually believe those crazy stories. Sometimes I wonder what goes on in that head of yours. Don't come crying to me when your head bursts into flames. That glass eye patch you wear will intensify the sun's rays and fry your brain. I'm just kidding, Vice. It's just a story I heard a long time ago. I didn't really believe it either. But you can't be too careful. The moonstones that fall from the red moons give off a great deal of heat. It's too hot for most plants to survive. Because of this, the lands of Nasser have been reduced to a barren wasteland. I see. There isn't much down there besides sand and rock. The red moon crystals should be hidden somewhere in the desert, right? That's right, Vice. It is buried deep within the ancient temple of Pyron. An ancient temple? I bet there's all kinds of treasure in there. Maybe some gold and gems and magic stuff and nice clothes and stuff. If we find a bunch of treasure, we'll be rich. We can go buy whatever we want. Well, what's the thing you'd buy, Fina? But buy? What does that mean exactly? What? Fina, you don't know what that means? I'm terribly sorry. I've never seen the rest of the world before, and you don't need to look very far to find a shop. Everyone buys stuff. It's normal. Well, Fina, you really don't get out much, do you? Dang, why are you bullying her? According to the map, there's a city nearby called Maramba. Let's go there first. I'm too old for this. As great as their idea is to go somewhere else, there's actually a lot of discoveries for us to go ahead and find. I believe the first one is actually right over here on this rock, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have Topple Rock. A natural formation of 3 round rocks stacked on top of each other and perfectly balanced. The balance seems delicate, especially when the rocks sway in the wind, but for some reason, they've never toppled. So I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh my gosh, my brain literally just shut off. That is wild. Ooh, look, another discovery over here. Perfect. This is one of the first moving discoveries that we'll get to see, which is pretty cool. Yeah, but this wandering lake is actually one of the first moving discoveries that we will see. The truth behind the story of the disappearing lake is even stranger. Temperature differences make a large bowl of rock float above the desert sands, holding a lake of clear water. Once the water cools off again, it settles downward. Ooh, that sounds really nice. And this is actually our first open world ship battle that we can get into. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because there's an item that I'm hoping to get from it. So you're the Blue Rogue Vice that everyone's been talking about around these parts. We'll teach you a thing or two. So these are some black pirates. I did go ahead and get a 3-inch cannon, which lets us attack in a really, really cool way. It allows us to kind of attack for 2 turns. I'm gonna go ahead. Ooh. Alright, so this isn't something I've mentioned to you guys, but when Vice focuses, he actually gets more spirit points than everybody else. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him focus. Aika's gonna go ahead and use this 3-inch cannon, which is new to us, and allows us to use basically an attack for 2 turns. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab the standard cannon, and we're going to see how much damage we can really wallop out. These fights usually aren't too hard. Honestly, I don't think any of the non-story ship battles are too hard, except for like out of the 4 big monsters you fight. That's a reference to something later that you guys will see, but I feel like most of them are pretty easy. It's just like, remember to heal, basically. If you forget, you can find yourself in a crummy spot. Oh, and we have a black torpedo, which we haven't gotten to see yet. I had too much caffeine, I can tell. I'm like bouncing off the walls while still sitting here. Oh no, and Drachma missed! No, Drachma, we wanted to see the damage. Ooh, okay, we didn't take that much damage. That's good. The enemy ship's approaching. They're getting too close. We're right in range of their cannons, Vice. Let's go ahead and increase the distance. I think that'll help us. Turn hard and get some distance between us. We'll need more room if we want to fire the S cannon. Aye aye. We'll show these pirates a thing or two then. Okay, so the standard cannons do actually miss if you're too close. That makes perfect sense. Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna focus again with Vice because it works. Is what it is. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do like this, and then Aika, again, will use the 3-inch cannon. Afina's gonna go ahead and heal if I could get my buttons to work. Never seem to quite manage that. And then Drachma's gonna use the standard cannon. Oh, that 4 spirit points a turn is really, really nice when Vice focuses. That's so great, honestly. They're going with another black torpedo. That sucks for us. Alright, hopefully we don't miss this time and we can get some damage going. Ooh, 280. That's not impressive. You get a huge damage boost from the C-squares. I don't know what they're actually called. I just always call them C-squares. Yes, we hit him! Alright, so we should have to hit him like 1 more time and then we'll be good. Perfect. Ooh, and they missed us. Yes, they only got that off, which means Fina's gonna get a really good heal in there. Alright, and we have another standard turn. I don't think it's gonna take us too much to finish this. I'm gonna go ahead and just blast him. We can go ahead and just guard at the end, and then there we go. That should be good. That should definitely be enough to take him out. Yeah, see, I didn't even need to do all of that. We totally had that. And then hopefully we get the item. There's actually 2 items that you can get from this fight. There is the rogue figure. Ooh, and Fina became level 8. Oh, and we didn't get them. That sucks. Okay, well, I'm not going to grind for it. I was hoping to get the rogue figure. It increases your magic defense, but we'll live without it. There is another discovery over here that we want to go ahead and grab real quick. The Temple of Pyron actually looks really cool. Can I not grab this? What the heck? There we go. You have found the Temple of Pyron, a stone building thought to have been created by an ancient dynasty. The stonework and construction demonstrate a high level of technology for that period. but no clues are left that point to the purpose behind these huge creations. Vice, this is it. This is where the red moon crystal is buried. Great, let's land the ship and search the place right away. Oh wait, boy, head to town first. I've got some things that I need to take care of. There's a port city named Maramba near here. Go there first, got it? Sure, no problem. I just thought that we could, never mind. It doesn't matter to me. Oh, we have a Lupulon here. Okay, so the Lupulons are a evolved form of the Looper. They will cast fire spells, but they also have a chance of dropping the black map, which is a really great item for us to have. I am going to go ahead and have... Oops, I did that wrong. I was busy talking about it. I'm going to go ahead and have Ica use Delta Shield. You're going to see that a lot in this area as we face the Asbeths, because what else am I supposed to do? Fina's going to go ahead and use magic, because she's not really useful any other way. And the boys are going to just try and take out the Asbeths as best as they can. Ooh, and the Lupulon ran. Dang it. Okay, so we're not going to get the black map this round. I really want that. It really increases your encounter rate, which if you're trying to do a Vice the Legend run, you're going to need. So it'll be really, really nice if we can get our hands on that. Oh, and they both attacked one that's guarding. That sucks. Okay, well, at least they're not using Attorney. I mean, I did protect ourselves from it, but it still sucks when they use Attorney.
Give me strength!
Wow, Fina went before Drachma. That's crazy. Wow, Drachma's just now learning Incrum? That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, this ship is here again. Alright, we're going to fly around that because I definitely don't want to fight that a second time. If you guys want to grind for that, feel free, but I simply cannot be bothered. There is a discovery on top of this rock up here that we're going to want to go ahead and grab. You have found the Sandfalls. Long ago, a young black pirate searched the desert for the isle that spouts treasure. After a long trek, he was shocked to find that it only produced sand. But he realized that the desert was the true treasure and spent the rest of his years in Nasser. Freaking nerd. Imagine putting all that work and all you find is sand. Oh my goodness, I would literally cry. There would be no revelation or epiphany coming out of me. I would just have pure rage. Alright, let's see what we got now. Ooh, okay, so we have Dural Beetles. They're new. We're gonna get the jump on them, which is actually quite nice. And we're just shy of being able to use our Cutlass Fury, but I'm gonna go ahead and have everybody attack this Lupulon in hopes that we get it. Now, the Dural Beetles, they're not too bad, honestly. They're one-shots, but what they can do that's really annoying is they can cast Drillin, which is a yellow line spell that you guys have not gotten to see yet. And basically it's the opposite of Increm. It lowers stats, so it can be really, really obnoxious, honestly. They also do cast Slipara, which is irritating. Alright, Vice is going to Cutlass Fury this Lupulon. And then, honestly, I think I'll just have Ica use, like, Pyrus. Fina's going to guard, because it's just the safest thing for her to do. And then, no, the Lupulon ran. Aw, man. Alright, there is another discovery around here. Perfect. We have found the Oasis. As shipbuilding developed and flight distances grew, the oasis in the middle of the desert lost some of its importance to travelers, but it is still critical to caravans on land routes and remains lively as a center of trade information. Oh, trade and information. My bad. I don't know how to read. I wonder where they would go, because on this entire land mass that this is, there's nothing but Temple of Pirates. So, like, where are they traveling to exactly? And then there is another discovery. I may have passed it. We'll have to see. Alrighty, so there is a new enemy that we kind of have seen, but I didn't really talk about. It is the Stonebeak. Now, they're not too bad, but they do have an attack called Fatigue Gas, which can be really annoying. It'll just prevent anybody from contributing to the spirit points in the battle. I'm going to go ahead and have the boys focus. Ica's going to go ahead and Delta Shield. She really gets stuck in, like, Delta Shield purgatory. Fina's going to go ahead and use Pyre, and this Stonebeak is going to be focused by the boys. I think that's going to be, like, our best option at this rate, and then hopefully we get through everything. Oh, I thought she was going to get a counter for a second. That would have been awesome. No, Drachma missed. Oh, his accuracy is so butt. Oh my god, that did so much damage to her. Oh, thank goodness Vice got a critical hit, because otherwise we'd probably have another round. Oh, these can call allies too. Okay, I didn't realize that. They should be fine though. Ica should be able to take these guys out, like, no problem. Especially, oh wait, no, Fina's casting magic. Oh, well, I don't know about that then. Yeah, she was not able to take him out. She tries her best, okay guys? She's trying. Alright, let's go ahead. You focus at Stonebeak. Ica's stuck in Purgatory. Fina's gonna go ahead and heal herself, and I'm actually gonna have Drachma cast some magic for once. Is what it is. We gotta get through this stuff sometimes.
Give me strength.
Wow, I've actually never heard that. I've never casted magic with him before. And that's why those numbers were pitiful. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. He does less damage than Fina. Ooh, and Ica learned Curia. Awesome. Okay, let's see if we can find that discovery that I was yapping about. Oh my goodness. There we go. You have found the Star Sand. Now, I think this one is GameCube specific, so if you have the Dreamcast version, this is going to be completely new to you. In southern Nasser, there was once a desert filled with sand that would sparkle even in the dark of night. But slowly their sparkle faded, but legend has it that someone saved some of the sand in a giant bottle and hid it for centuries. That is actually super pretty. I really do like that. That's so gorgeous. There is another discovery over here that's going to be a little bit of a butt to find. I'm going to do my best to find it without triggering the little dialogue that happens over here, but we'll see how that goes. I might have to cut back to like finding this because I swear I struggle to find it every time. There we go, I found it. Okay, so we have found the Maroon Isle. Long ago, when air pirates betrayed their crew or captain, as punishment, they were abandoned on this island, with only a week's supply of food. So fearful did pirates become of this island, its legend lives on in the songs of air pirates even today. Yeah, so definitely a cool little discovery. With that, we are going to go ahead and make our way into Maramba. So this is Maramba. It's so hot. Huh? Where did the captain go? Hey! Wait, Captain, where are you going? This is where we part company. I've got my own quest to worry about. I've got to find Rocknum. What? Wait a second. What are we supposed to do? We're in the middle of a desert without a ship. How are we supposed to continue on our mission? That's not my concern. I have no interest in crystals or temples. I must find Rocknum. I cannot waste any more time babysitting. Hey, come back here, you eye patch wearing freak, you rusty old man. Hey, are you listening to me? I don't think he is, but you know, he kind of does have a point. Oh my, this isn't good at all. What should we do? We can't even get out of the city, let alone make it to the temple. We're stuck here. Well, we have no choice right now other than to start exploring the city. Maybe we can find someone to take us to the temple. That's all we can do for now. Well, that sucks that we've been absolutely abandoned by Drachma, but we are going to go ahead and immediately make our way into this building here. Oh, and the mystery merchant's actually in here. We wanted to see him in Sailor's Island because he spawns randomly and you can't back out, but there is a ship merchant here. We also have the Sailors Guild here so that we can turn in our discoveries that we found. It is pretty awesome. We did make about 3,000 gold from just the discoveries around Maramba, which is really, really nice because of course there's going to be new armor in the town here. Welcome. This is the best weapons shop under the moons. I offer goods from both the Valuan and Nasrian armed forces. Let's go ahead and buy some weapons. I'm sure he'll have way better stuff for us. Yeah, so he's got a Nasser cutlass. We are going to lose the poison effect on our assassin's blade, but I really don't feel like that helps us a ton. I'm going to go ahead and get the agile robe for Fina. That was quite the decision to make. I was very torn. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll go ahead and give her the agile robe. We'll go ahead and give Ica the Nasrian mail. And then it doesn't seem like there's really anything beneficial for Vice. We also have a nomadic veil and a sandstorm ring. Neither of these really interest me too much, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave those. 10 years ago, when my father was still with us and running the store, a war broke out with Balua. To keep them from being destroyed in the war, my father hid our merchandise and family treasures in the city sewer system. But the sewer system is a complicated maze. When my father went back to retrieve our things after the war, he could not remember where everything was hidden. After searching for weeks, he gave up. I wonder if it's still down there. Ooh, so it sounds like there is some treasure for us to find in the sewer system. I honestly remember that as being like an awful time for me. The camera angles were fighting me so bad that I ended up getting dizzy and nauseous. Now, this lady in here technically doesn't offer you anything, but you still want to go ahead and talk to her. You're a sailor, are you not? I could tell by your smell. You sailors are nothing but trouble. I had a daughter, but she fell in love with this sailor who drifted into town one day. The next thing I knew, she ran off with this good-for-nothing sailor and left me here to run the shop by myself. I have not heard from her since. She's probably lying dead in a gutter somewhere by now. That is quite harsh words, but we will eventually run into her daughter, so make sure you talk to her so that you don't have to come back and start everything all over. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite merchant. Hold on, there we go. I'll get on the right side of the counter. Welcome, welcome. This is a place to fill your packs with all that you wish. And he actually does have some pretty awesome items in here. So he's got the Glyph of Might, which works a lot like Incrum, as well as the Glyph of Speed, which works like Quicka, and a Healing Salve, which will give regeneration. Now that's not something we've unlocked yet. One of Fina's super moves works like that, but it costs like 12 spirit points, so that's not something we're going to see for a minute. Long ago, Valua and Nasser were locked in a terrible war. Since then, political relations between our two nations have been strained. However, trade hasn't been affected, and many merchants still travel to Valua and use Valuan trade routes, so we have Valuan goods too. Oh my goodness. Thank you, youch, farewell. Be careful there, buddy. That's one heck of a counter to slam your head into. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way over here. Over to this... I think they're called Dabus, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out here in just a second. Welcome, my friend. Are you planning on crossing to the other part of the city? Perhaps you wish to ride a Dabu. The sands of the desert are too hot to walk upon. It's best to take a Dabu. Sure, I'll take one. Dabu stands are marked with red poles. You can dismount from your Dabu wherever you see these red poles. Yeah, so this is kind of their way of getting around. I'm not sure what's too different between the sand that we're standing on in the town and the sand in the desert, but there's a lot of items that we'll be able to get to now that we are on the Dabu. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Welcome, traveler. You're here, young desert traveler. Stay a moment and listen to what I have to tell you. I've spent more than half of my lifetime at war with Valua. Then the Sultan, our king, charged me with leading his fleet in an attack on the Valuan mainland. But those yellow-bellied Valuans hid within their grand fortress and refused to come out. And that's why I'm working out, so that one day I can break through the gate of the grand fortress myself. That is quite a lofty goal. I bet he's super jealous that we broke out of it. It's a good thing we're humble and we didn't tell him. There is actually a chest down here that you're going to want to go ahead and grab, which has the Nasser combat mail. I'm really hoping this is for Vice, because I can't remember these things anymore. It's gone out of my mind. Ooh. Let's check and make sure it's not any better on anyone else. Oh, it's better on Ica. Okay, so the Nazarene mail was an unfortunate buy, but that is okay. Alright, and before we make our way over to the other side of town, there is one more building that we want to go ahead and get on top of. See, make sure we don't run over this person down here on the ground. That would be really unfortunate. And then as soon as you hop off this Dabu, you're going to want to actually turn around, if I could manage. You're going to want to turn around because there is a moonfish up here that you're going to want to go ahead and grab. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if you ever miss a moonfish, you don't really have to worry about it. You can go back and get them at any time. Oh, and a Slapara box. That's not something we'll use, probably. Status conditions like that really don't benefit us as a player, so casting them is usually just a waste of our time. Let's go ahead and make our way across this little desert path. Unfortunately, you are kind of stuck in like this linear path. You can't actually go explore and wander off. You can just go from like one side to the other, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, this is like one of the only times we'll really get to see the Dabus. It's kind of like the rooftops with Marco. It's like a one and done kind of deal, but I really like it. It's definitely gives a lot of character to like each little individual, I guess they would be countries or whatever, but I really, really like that. Okay, and then we have a chest over here, which has some gold in it. Perfect. Can't ever complain about that. Now, I am going to try my best in the well to, like, not cut out, but like I said, that I have some horrible memories of getting really dizzy in there. So if I do cut out, it's because I got crazy nauseous in there. But I will at least tell you guys what I got. So if you're looking for, like, a tutorial, I'm not your girl. Oh, and this kid has, like, a cute little Dabu clacker cart. That is adorable. Hey, kiddo. My dad's a merchant, my grandpa was a merchant, and my great-grandpa was a merchant too. I'm going to become a merchant and travel the desert on a Dabu, just like everyone else in my family. Well, those are some lofty goals. I'm an air pirate like my dad, so, you know, that's pretty cool. I'm going to be captain just like him too. But my base one day is going to be way cooler than his. Our isle's going to be so lame compared to our island. Alright, and then if I can figure out the camera angles... I think we're gonna make our way straight across right now. I'm not too excited about making my way into this little dungeon. The anxiety is rising already. I simply cannot. All right, let's go ahead and make our way up here. There is another chest up here that contains a moonberry. I have unlocked a few more super moves, but we really haven't had a chance to use them. At this point, a lot of the super moves are costing a lot of spirit points and quite a few moonberries to unlock, but as I get the chance to show them to you, I will show them to you. Alright, I'm hoping we can make this through without an absolute nausea fest. So this right here is actually a button, and you can press it and it will move two of these gates around at a time. We don't want to press the first one we run into. It looks like we want to actually go ahead and press the second one that we run into. But like the merchant was saying, this place is super disorienting, so it can be quite rough. Oh, my controller is being weird. There we go. I have like a knockoff GameCube controller, and sometimes it really doesn't like to work, is what it is. And then I think we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to this chest here. Yeah, okay, cool. We're on the right path. And it does have a little bit of a spoiler inside of it, which is fine. We'll all pretend like we're surprised that Drachma isn't indecisive, and like, we'll be back. Okay, so we can't go that way. That one's blocked. There's a chest right there, but we can't get to it. I think what we want to do is come back and press this button again. And then it'll close this here, and we can make our way through here. And then this is closed, so we're gonna go ahead and go here. Oh, no we're not. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and hopefully be able to get to that chest. Yeah, okay, cool. It's open. Awesome. And then we received the Gem of Fluidity. I actually don't know what that is. Boost defense and protects against stone. So I think I literally just sold a Gem of Fluidity. I swear I did. Okay, whatever. We'll hold on to it. It's not going to be a completely useless item, but it doesn't really look like it does much for us when you look at the stats. But there'll be a fight later where that might come in handy. Alright, and then in here is actually a pretty cool character. It's like a fortune teller. Her name is Khalifa. I adore her and her nerdy little glasses here. Can we talk to you? Hello? There we go. Welcome, I'm Khalifa, Seer of the Red Moon. I am most renowned fortune teller in all of Nasser. Travelers from across the skies come to me seeking the knowledge and wisdom of the moons. There is no future I do not know, no path I cannot see. Hark my words and heed them in your journey. Let's go ahead and have our fortune told. Ha! The Red Moon has spoken. To the east of here lies a temple in which a sacred red jewel lies buried in the hot sands. Go forth and seek your fate, and may the Red Moon watch over you. Unfortunately, she doesn't tell us anything we don't already know, but she's just such a neat little character that I have to show her off. She's so adorable. Hail, Sailor, you wish to see the new dancer too? Kinda looks like Eggman, but like Eggman that like went on a diet. Belena's dancing is Maramba's newest star attraction. You definitely don't want to leave without seeing her. Hey, Belena, over here. Hey, blow off. Can't you see I'm trying to watch the show here? What? You need a ship? Sorry, kid, but I got plans of my own. See that Belena over there? I'm gonna ask her to sail with me tonight. Go find a different ship. Those slender legs, that soft, smooth skin, that silky red hair, she's poetry in motion. The first time I saw her, I knew it was love. I have come here every day since just to watch her dance. These guys are creepy, for sure. Well, hello, handsome. I don't think I've seen you around here before. If you've come to rest your weary feet, you've come to the right place. Make yourself comfortable and stay a while. That sounds like a great idea. That actually sounds like a great idea. It's been a while since we've had the time to relax. Please stay, as long as you'd like. Sit down, sit down. Oh, and Nasser, I guess they just sit on the ground. Yeah, it feels good to finally sit down. Well, we shouldn't rest too long. We gotta look for a ship. I wonder where we can find one. Maybe we should try the docks. I can't believe that Captain Drachma just left us here. I'm sure he had his reasons to leave, but I wish he said something sooner. He didn't have to leave us here in the desert, right, Vice? Vice? Heika's face is so funny here.
Huh?
Vice, have you heard a single word I've said? Yeah, I'm listening. You were talking about the desert. You're acting like you've never seen a girl before. If you could pry your eyes away from that dancer for a few seconds? Okay, I'll stop staring. It's just that she's such a good dancer. I didn't want to insult her by, looking away. New lands, new customs, you know? Smooth, Vice. What kind of excuse was that? You're undressing her with your eyes. Not that it would take that long. You weren't zooming in, were you? I'm sorry, but seriously, don't you think she's looked over here more than just a few times? I think she likes me. Yeah, right. Fina, will you try and talk some sense into him? Huh? Do you really find it that hard to believe? Well, Vice is very attractive. I don't think it would be strange at all if that dancer was looking at him. You're kidding, right? Vice would have want someone like her. I mean, who knows where she's been? Oh, do you travel a lot? Tell me something. You wouldn't happen to be the group of air pirates that escaped from the Grand Fortress now, would you? Huh? How did you know about that? Well, if you hang out in places like this, you overhear all kinds of things. Rumors, local gossip, news about other lands. You even hear stories about air pirates needing a ship. If you want, I can give you a lift. What do you say? Really? Thanks. That'll help us a lot. Wait a second. Why would you help us? You don't even know who we are. Let's just say that anyone who could escape from the Balloon Grand Fortress interests me. My name is Belena, and I'll begin making preparations. Meet me at the port first thing tomorrow morning, and see you around, handsome. Welcome. Oh yes, Belena mentioned you would be coming. Your room is ready. Ever since Belena started dancing in Maramba, more and more tourists have been coming, and business has increased threefold. Since you're a friend of Belena's, I will give you a special rate on the room. Sleep well. Should I have left those kids there? Bah, what am I worrying about? Someone else will take care of them. Wait, that ship, it looks like...
Hey, handsome.
Good morning. I trust you slept well last night.
Uh-huh.
It was the best night's sleep I've had in a long time, so I guess we should get ready and start exploring the desert. Only those who have walked through the desert can truly know its size, is a saying we have here in Nasser. It's too difficult to cross the desert on foot because of the heat. A mere half-day's walk can be deadly. You'll need a ship to cross it. A ship, huh? Is this one yours? Yes. It's not much, but it is very reliable. Belena, why are you going out of your way to give us a ride? You don't even know us.
Well,
You aren't very grateful, are you? If you were dying of thirst and someone offered you water, you would probably ask where it came from first. What? Alright, if you must know, then I'll tell you. My father was a soldier. He was a poor man, and sometimes a little short-tempered. But he was a good man, and a good father. We struggled to get by, and my father was barely able to support us. We had nothing to rely on but each other, but we were happy. Until that day, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, Valua and Nasser declared war on each other, and my father was killed in battle. When he died, we had nothing. No food, nobody to support us, nobody to raise us. We had to live on the streets. Some say that you can't die from a broken heart, but they're wrong. My mother died shortly after my father. She was so sad. I was alone and scared. I had to fend for myself on the streets, and that's how I ended up living like this. Oh, Belena, we're sorry. We had no idea. Now Aika's all sheepish. Ever since then, I've hated war. Hundreds of people die. Hundreds more families have to go through what I went through. And that is why I'm letting you. No, I want you to use my ship, please. We'll do it. Thank you, oh so much. Helena, I'm sorry for what I said earlier. I shouldn't have spoken to you that way. I lost my parents when I was young too. I know what you went through. It's quite alright, as long as you understand and don't take my generosity for granted. Alright everyone, get on board. The Temple of Pyron lies far to the east, in the middle of the desert. Let's go. I totally always forget that Aika doesn't have parents. I was wondering why she's like always by herself and like why she's like such an important character, but she has like nobody else attached to her except for Vice. It slips my mind every time. So we are going to go ahead and make our way to the Temple of Pyron. I really love the design of this little ship. It is so cute, but it is similar to the little dinky ship we were in when we got blown off course by Rocknum. Really not good for anything. So fortunately, there is not that black pirate ship anymore out here. Oh, and this stage looks so cute for fighting. Oh, I love that. Okay, so we do get the jump on these guys. I am going to switch... Oh, gosh. I'm going to switch Aika over to Red. She's going to go ahead and Alpha Storm. We don't really have enough points to do a whole lot. I'm going to actually have Fina help with this Stonebeak since they are behind us. We should be able to... or since we're getting the jump on them, we should be able to get away with doing a lot of damage. Fina might get countered, but that's okay. I kind of wish that I had Vice focus the Stonebeak, but is what it is. Oh, you're cute 92 damage, girl. I always know it's going to be sad even before I see it. I'm going to go ahead and have... I could do Alpha Storm again just to keep up the damage, and Fina's going to go ahead and guard. I think that'll be the safest option for us. You really have to baby Fina. It is really hard for like the first bit of the game where you just like baby her, and this temple, where it's just the three of us, is actually quite a challenge because you're still in the mode of babying Fina. Like if you genuinely try to use Fina, you're gonna have a bad time. Wow, that was 2 back-to-back fights really close. We moved like 2 steps. Okay. Well, we have more Dora Beetles. I'm going to make sure Vice is actually focusing. And then, or not focusing, focusing on the stone beak though. And I'm gonna go ahead and have Fina guard. Gonna be the safest option for her. I don't think I'm gonna hit all of these Duro Beetles. Yeah, I missed one. That's okay. Ooh, and Vice got a critical hit. Heck yeah. Okay, cool. These Duro Beetles really aren't a problem by themselves, so we should be okay here. Call allies. Please don't call a stone beak. Okay, you just call another Duro Beetle? That is fine. I can work with that. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and just have Ice Guard and end this off with an Alpha Storm and just get through it real quick. On the bright side, Fina's getting a little bit of extra experience and nothing's touched her so far, so I can't complain.
We did it!
And she looks super cute. You did great, girl. Ooh, and she's level 10. Look at her go. Yeah, she does catch up really fast, like I was saying previously. She is super quick to catch up. Oh, and Vice got Curia. Nice. Okay, cool. We've got some Silverline spells going.
Wow!
This is the Temple of Pyron? It's huge. I can't believe it. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
The people of the old world were able to build this thing in this heat, and it's built on sand too. It's incredible. And deep within this temple lies the red crystal. Be careful though. According to Sylvite lore, it's guarded by hordes of creatures. Well then, let's get going. Oh, Belina, what are you going to do? I'll be waiting out here, and besides, I won't be able to help you fight off monsters in this outfit. Well, it might be a little rough in there for a beautiful woman like yourself.
Hey!
Oh, really? What about me and Fina? We're women too, you know. Just what are you trying to say? Come on, Fina. Let's leave Macho Man behind and get the crystal ourselves. That might be kind of fun. We'd probably get it faster without him. Hey, wait a minute. I didn't mean... Watching the three of you really cheers me up. You're all such good friends, and Vice is so funny. Well, I'm sure a beautiful woman like yourself has got herself a much, much, much better man than Mr. Foot in his mouth. Sorry, there's no one special in my life right now. Well, there is someone that I'm in love with, but he would never even give me a second look. But I don't want to talk about it right now. You should probably get going. I'll be waiting here. Be careful in there, okay? Don't worry, we'll be back before you even notice that we're gone. Yeah, as much as I love the girls, there is no way in heck that they would ever be able to get through this dungeon by themselves. They're cute though. But you kind of get like a cool little look at the temple. I really love like how everything's set up, like the statues and the pillars and the columns. It feels just very magical and fantasy. Totally into it. Alrighty, so this is like our first true dungeon where I feel like there's actual puzzles. I feel like all the dungeons we've done so far have just been like walk forward. But this is the first one where we're actually going to have to do some thinking for ourselves, so that's pretty cool. It's still not that difficult, I feel. Maybe a little bit if you struggle with like color coordination. I swear as a child I like really struggled with that for some reason. But like now that I'm an adult, I'm fine with it. And there is actually a chest up here. The chests look pretty cool in here. I actually like how they look, but they are guarded by magma tikis, which are kind of unfortunate and why we have the Crystales boxes. Yeah, so these guys do have a massive attack called Lava Storm, and they do have like an attack they do before they use it, which is fortunate, but what we're gonna do is be crazy cheesy and actually use the Crystales boxes that I stocked up on, and these are just like so overpowered for these guys. It's a purple spell, they're red, honestly amazing. But the Lava Storm, hopefully that you don't get to see, actually does a full amount of damage to the party. Like, it's really difficult. Oh, and the Crystales box just broke there, that's unfortunate. When it has that little shatter animation when they're using the item, that means the box broke. Yeah, it's a total cakewalk if you get those items. If you don't get them, it'll be a little bit difficult to get through here. The girls should both have Crystali, if you, like, spend time grinding for it, but I would just grab the Crystales boxes. It's easier. They don't cost any spirit points. You don't have to grind for anything, which is, like, always super lovely. And we got 527 gold, which is pretty nice. The magma tikis also have a pretty high chance of dropping pyre boxes, so that's always nice if you're able to get those. I like having the spells that we use regularly, especially the mob clearing ones, as an item. It's really nice for Fina. It really saves a lot of spirit points, which is always a blessing. And then in through here, if I'm not mistaken, so there is a moonfish over there. It looks like we can't reach it yet. Okay, so I am not mistaken, but we cannot reach it. Also, how cool are these ladders? They're like totally built into the wall. That's amazing. They weren't kidding when they said that this was like an impressive build, especially for like ancient times. This looks way cooler than anything we've seen so far in the game. I don't think we can get anything from here. Yes, there has to be another like pathway that crosses through there where we'll be able to get to it later. And the water in here, you know what I'm wondering though, is they were talking about how it's guarded by like hordes of creatures. How did the creatures survive in this temple all this time? Like, where did they get food? Like, they have water, that's clear. But where did they get the food to survive? Alrighty, so we do have dung flies. These are very similar to the endural beetles. They're just a little bit more annoying. And then we also have a death set here, which also drops a item called Stormwing. They're not really difficult. They do have Stone Breath, which is kind of annoying, so it can be nice to put those rings on earlier that we got. What I am going to go ahead and do is have, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have Ica use Alpha Storm, and I'm actually going to pull out this Pyre box. I still have it from when we did the catacombs, so it can be really, really nice to just like hold on to it. The Stormwing doesn't have any special attributes. Like, it's not like the Mace Hand where you're going to want to sit here and grind forever for it. It's just something that you can get. It does more damage. So, like, if you get it, you get it, but I wouldn't spend a ton of time in here grinding for it. Ooh, and there's the Stone Breath. It does quite a bit of decent damage. Oh, and it doesn't always have a chance of working, so that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and have the girls guard. Ooh, and Fina learned Chakras. Awesome. Love that for her. We definitely needed her to have a stronger healing magic spell because Sakura was not cutting it. I love this little Indiana Jones moment, but you are going to want to go ahead and make your way, not to the left here, to the right. My bad. You're going to want to make your way to the right here because there is a little pathway which has a treasure chest at the end of it. My goodness, I'm getting myself all tongue-tied over here. So walk up this little walkway. Ooh, I wonder if we're able to get the moonfish now. Yeah, look at that. Okay, cool. So we now have another moonfish. I think this is like 6 that we have now. Alright, and we should be able to make our way up here to the chest. Perfect. This one, again, is going to be guarded by magma tikis. I think I am going to let them get off their attack so that you guys can actually see them, as much as they suck for me. There we go. So this is the attack they do before they do their big move. Well, I guess it's not really an attack, but it's what they do before they like truly attack you. So there is going to go ahead and be a lava storm. Oh, I should just have everybody guard. I forgot what we were doing. Yeah, but this is their lava storm. It'll hit everybody in the party, and it can do some pretty decent damage if you're not prepared for it. Ooh, and I could learn Noxus. So Noxus works a lot like Noxie, but it attacks everybody on the field, not just one single target. And I believe this is meant for Athena, a robe belonging to a long dead but once powerful wizard. Yeah, so this is going to boost, I think I am going to go ahead and give it to her because it really does boost her defense a ton. And then we can go ahead and start making our way back down through the winding path back to the Indiana Jones boulder. Dang, we didn't get a Stormwing. I was really hoping we'd get lucky there. We are actually facing quite a few death heads, but I did not have great luck, which is okay. I'm gonna wait for this to pass because I don't want to be run over by it. It just takes out some of your health. It won't actually really do too much to you, but like, still not ideal to get hit by it. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way into the next puzzle room. Now, if you're looking at it, you can kind of get an idea of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to move all of these, so you want to go ahead and go to this one on the left first. And fortunately, you won't face any like encounters while you're doing this because that's so frustrating. But if you do mess this up and like you need to reset it, you just walk into like the previous room and you'll be set to go. Alright, and then we're gonna take this one over here and make our way all the way across to that last little slot there, and that door should open up a very Legend of Zelda style. Pretty sure Zelda came out by now. Like honestly, I really need to play Zeldas in general. I've only ever beat Breath of the Wild. I own so many of the games, but I've only truly played Breath of the Wild, and it was during COVID, so that might be like one of the next games I pick up. I'm really torn between that and the Fire Emblem games I haven't played. So when Engage came out, I started like collecting earlier games that I could get my hands on because I didn't understand who any of the heroes were. Like the only one I knew was like Celica and whoever you get during like Birthright, and I was like, who? So I wanted to play through those because I haven't watched anyone play them, and it'd be like totally new to me. So that'll definitely be exciting when I get around to that. Ooh, and we got a dancing arc, which is a new weapon for Aika. I almost called her Fina. I was dying of the hiccups, so sorry if I like stopped talking suddenly. A decorative throwing blade used by Nasrian dancers. It's also used as a hunting weapon as well. A decorative throwing blade. Ooh. Do they like dance with it if it's used by Nasrian dancers? That's kind of cool. I like that. That's giving a very curly pop. Okay, but anyways, like I was trying to say while I was dying of hiccups, this is like a circle of rooms that have chests in them. They're all going to be guarded by magma keys, but they're all going to be something you want to grab, so might as well just make our way around. Ooh, and we got 774 gold. We're actually making a decent amount of gold in this dungeon. Oh, and it looks like the rooms end here, which means we're going to want to backtrack a little bit and make our way over here. I'm going to go ahead and use Vice's magic here to just go ahead and heal up everyone, since it takes 1 MP, even if they don't need 1,000 hit points restored. I just use whatever's the like highest thing just to make sure we're not wasting any MP. We are going to make our way through here to the next puzzle room. I don't think there's any fights once you get in the puzzle rooms at all, but it might just be once you get in like this aerial view. So if you come through here, you can see that you kind of want to get the red ones in the same spot. So what we're going to go ahead and do is actually start with this one here, if I could get up the stairs. I always go for the red ones first, just because it keeps the blue ones from going too far. There's only like one blue one that can go too far, but if it goes too far, then you have to like reset the whole thing, and it's like a whole process, and you gotta walk around and do it all over again. So just go with the red ones first, and then the blue ones should fall into place, like no problem. Can I get off of this? There we go. I guess you can't go back, you can only go forward on these things. That's fine. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab this blue one. Here we go, and then finally over to the last one, where we're just gonna go straight across and fall in, and we'll get another Legend of Zelda moment with the door opening, I think. Oh no, the whole room's gonna go down. That's cool. I actually like this a lot. That's awesome. What technology they had back in the day. And don't worry, if you did miss any of the chests, there is actually another door right there that you can go through to like go back to those chests, but we don't need to. We're gonna go ahead and make... Did I go back to the chests? No, I went to a new room. Okay, that threw me through a loop. Yeah, but there is a door that will take you back to the chest. Now, this one is in another Indiana Jones boulder, but it's not going to fall until you get down. So you're going to want to go to the left here and grab a cham as quick as you can, and then wait for this to pass and make your way across so that you can get to the other stuff on this side. It's just a treasure chest in here, but you do want to grab it. Yeah, so we did get another moonberry, and I went ahead and got some more of the super moves. Hi Salem, my cat's up here. He might be wild, is what it is. I think I just got ran over by that boulder. I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking more at my cat. Who is trying to make himself comfy in the worst way for my existence. Anywho's, hi buddy, I love you. I would love to cuddle with you. I don't remember what I was talking about, by the way. But we're now in the lava room, which is pretty cool. I like this room a lot. It's kind of spooky in a way, honestly. And then I wanted to make sure that I'm not missing any chests. I have a bad habit. I don't know what it is. Like I was saying, I have like issues with colors sometimes. And in this room, I do walk right past some of the chests, so I do have to keep an eye out for them and make sure I don't walk right past them, because I cannot see them. Alrighty, so we do have a new enemy here. They are salamanders. They're not really anything to write home about, But they do cast Pyre, which can be a little bit obnoxious. You know what? Since we have the jump on them, why don't we go ahead and guard this turn, and then I will be able to show you Aika's Lambda Burst. I am going to go ahead and just have Vice attack, just in case. And then I'm going to have a Fina Guard, but this is a new super move that she has. It attacks everybody on the field, which is really nice. It does rely on magic still. Sorry, my cat's probably bumping the mic because he's ridiculous. It does still rely on magic, so it won't affect anything that has like a high magic defense. Oh, we got some magic droplets, which are very nice. We're actually starting to burn through our magic now, which is funny because most of it's on healing Fina after a fight. But, you know, whatever. Oh, and we have some more Lupulons here. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is actually have Vice use some magic to get rid of these salamanders. Just kidding, he doesn't have any magic points. Okay, so he's going to focus this Lupulon, and Aika is going to go ahead and use some magic to get rid of these salamanders. I'm hoping to kill one of these Lupulons in order to get a black map so that we can increase our encounter rate. I like it like that, honestly. I know a lot of people get annoyed by random encounters, but I enjoyed them. I like watching the animations and fighting and like all that stuff, and you know, seeing how much gold I can accumulate by the end of things. So items like that like let you encounter more, I'm like, heck yeah. Sign me up. Oh, and we didn't get it. That's okay, I wasn't expecting us to get it, and it ran. Dang it! Alright, well, hopefully we finally get the black map for one of those things. That would be awesome. Ooh, the flying Cheeto balls are kind of spooky, actually. There is a door over here that'll lead you into another lava room. Down through here. Now, you can see there's a walkway, or I guess there is an absence of walkway. But what we want to get to is over there. There's this button here that will release water, but it doesn't stay in the room, so we have to go up here. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. Ooh, hopefully this works out in our favor. Ooh, please get a counter, please get a counter. Yes, we're finally getting to take one out. Heck yeah. Gotta love when that happens. Come on, Fina, go for 2. Yes, go girl. I'm so proud of you. Alright, I'm gonna try and have Vice Cutlass Fury. Hopefully that guarantees like 3 of them down. I highly doubt that we'll be that lucky though. Okay, there's 1 left. Hopefully we get it. Oh, and it's running. Shoot. Okay. We got a black map! Heck yeah! Okay, so unfortunately this can only go on Vice, so you are gonna have to remember, like, before a boss fight to, like, switch him over to, like, a good weapon, because it doesn't boost your stats at all. It just improves your chances of, getting more encounters, and also the chance of getting first strike, which is pretty nice, but I definitely want to hold on to that. And put it on Vice, and I will hopefully remember to switch it. I can always check, like, during a boss battle, but I'm pretty bad about remembering to do that. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is it kind of prevents things from running away. They still have a slight chance, but it's a lot less likely that they're going to be able to run away. So you'll have a better chance of killing these loopers and things like that over time as you get the black map and, like, hold on to it. Alrighty, before you grab this chest here, though, I would definitely make sure that you've healed up. Let's go ahead and get into Sakura's and just top everybody off, because there's not magma tikis in here. There's actually a little mini boss in here that you will run into quite a bit while you do dungeons. Alrighty, so when we do this, since he is a little mini boss, I am going to go ahead and use the Glyph of Might on... Wait, what color is he? I forget. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Wait, let me back up. It looks like he is red. I'm going to actually switch over to purple because I realized I don't have any of the purple skills. So I'm going to go ahead and Glyph of Might Vice, switch her over to purple. Aika always gets to use the Glyph of Speed, and then Fina, I'm going to actually switch to purple for this. I know I usually keep her in silver, but I want to try and protect her because this guy does have some pretty hardy skills. And we'll just go ahead and put the healing salve on Fina. If she does get hit, she'll have regeneration, which will help us like keep her up. So this guy does have quite a few rough attacks. He does a lot of damage with his regular attack, and then he also has burst, which does a kind of like a AoE damage similar to Webley, where you're gonna get hit with anyone standing nearby. So it can really suck. And fortunately, we're putting regeneration on Fina, which will help top her off. It usually heals for around like 200 every round, which is nice. But these are great items to have. Oh, and it heals for 250 as you use it. So this will help keep Fina, you know, healthy. Perfect. Alright, so he's going to be able to use Cutlass Fury. I'm going to go ahead and have Aika focus, and then I'm going to go ahead and have Athena focus as well. Just keep the girls focusing so that Vice is able to use Cutlass Fury. Honestly, it's the easiest way to get through this fight. Just make it as quick as possible. It only takes 2 to get through to him. And hopefully we won't get to see his burst attack. Oh, nope, never mind. We're getting to see it. Nobody's standing near Aika though, which is nice, so only she got hit. But it does a ton of damage, so it can really, really suck, especially if you didn't put like some regeneration on Fina and she's already got like a little bit of health loss. Alright, let's go ahead and Cutlass Fury. She's gonna go ahead and just heal herself with a Sacred Crystal, and I'm gonna guard with Athena. I don't even think we're gonna get the chance to heal up. Nope, we sure are. He's guarding. Okay, cool. That's not cool, actually. That's super rude. I was ready to be done with this fight. Thank you very much. Alright, we should be good here. I'm gonna keep everybody in purple, I think, just so that we can unlock Crystalli, hopefully, for somebody, so that we have it, because it is kind of a nice spell to have on hand every once in a while. Yeah, both the girls learn Crystalli. Perfect. And he does drop a random seed, so we got a Zal seed. Honestly, I don't remember what that does, so I'm gonna have to look it up. Usually when you find Zivelin Bane, though, he is guarding some sort of treasure that usually just sells for money. So we got the Rune of Ill Omen, which is just valuable treasure sought by Zivelin Bane in the Temple of Pyron, and I'm gonna have to actually look up what Vigor does because I do not remember. It boosts your defense and magic defense, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and give this to Fina. Hopefully that will help her out a little bit because, you know, she's still so flimsy. Alright, so we have one more puzzle to go ahead and do here. I cannot see where I'm going. Let me go ahead and turn the camera here. We have one more puzzle to do before we make it into the boss room. This one is probably the hardest one, but still, I don't feel like the puzzles are really all that hard in this dungeon. There are some moving platforms that will get you... Oops, I didn't mean to step on that. I'm glad I caught that in time because I was kind of looking over at the other screen and you can hear a moonfish in the background, but this gives you a pretty good idea of how this dungeon looks. Since I'm able to get this one across right now, I'm going to go ahead and go for this one first and foremost. Yeah, so these platforms will move and you'll be able to move some of these blue barrels, and the red spot does go up and down, so you can accidentally like mess yourself up or get the blue barrels in there, in which case you'd have to like walk out and like start over because it's going to be stuck there. But it's pretty self-explanatory, I feel. And then we can move this last blue barrel over now that we have all these spots that it can fall in filled up. Go ahead and just walk across over to this red barrel and drop it in the hole. There we go. Perfection. And then we just gotta move this red one and we're done. Alrighty, so now that we've finished that puzzle, the room has filled up with lava, and we're able to press this button here, which will drop the water and harden the lava so that we can walk across it to the boss room, which is honestly a neat design. I love it a lot. And we can finally get this moonfish that we've been hearing beep at us for a hot minute. Where is it? It's over here. Yeah, okay. And then just look up. You might have to like finagle with the spot. Like I can't get to it right where I'm at right now. So you might just have to like finagle a little bit till you get to it. Me and my cat are fighting for dominance over this blanket that we're both trying to use. I need another fluffy blanket, I fear. Anywho, we are in the boss room now. And we are going to face Rockworm. He's kind of an interesting looking dude, honestly. He does have a few obnoxious attacks that I'm hoping you get to see. I have a habit of like telling you guys what the thing is going to do, and then we take it out before it even gets a chance to do that. So I'm hoping this will be a little different. You are still going to want some Crystales boxes, so we're going to switch everybody over to purple again. And we're just gonna do that neat little trick we did with all the items where we're buffing ourselves before this gets a chance to do too much to us. Oh, ooh, you know what? In our items, I need to remember to put the Warrior's Rune on Vice. Now, this thing can actually, oops, I didn't mean to make you guard. This thing can turn you into stone, so that can be a little bit frustrating. We do have items that prevent that from happening, but I don't really want to use them because they lower your stuff a ton. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Glyph of Speed. And then switch Miss Fina over to purple and give her the healing salve. It'll help keep her up in case anything does hit her. Very cheesy, but I'm absolutely in love with this method of doing boss battles. It makes it so much easier. Spoiler alert, when we get our 4th party member back, it's really nice to have both the guys just like encrem themselves with that and just roll with it. Okay, so here's his volcanic blast. This one does a ton of damage and it hits everybody. So that sucked a ton. Fina does have regeneration, so she should be okay. What I'm actually going to go ahead and do is have Vice go ahead and use Cutlass Fury. Aika's going to actually go ahead and heal herself. We've got a Sacri's Crystal, and Fina... I think Fina will be okay because she does already have regeneration, so she's going to go ahead and use the Crystallis boxes. So if you still have 2 of these, you can have the girls use them or have the guys switch off. But when Vice does have Cutlass Fury, I do like to use that just so that we are using those points. Here we go. Heck yeah.
Let's try this.
And then I want to see how much damage she does in comparison to Vice's Cutlass Fury. So if you have both the girls go at the same time, it'll do about as much damage as Cutlass Fury, but not like a crazy amount. Oh, he's using Volcanic Blast again? That sucks. I didn't know he could use it back to back. Alright, well, Fina's gonna have to heal herself in the next round. Actually, you know what? Since Vice can't use his Cutlass Fury again, why doesn't he heal Fina? And then Aika and Fina can go ahead and use the Crystallis boxes here, which will work about in place of a Cutlass Fury. Vice actually ends up being a little bit of support in this fight if you have the Crystallis boxes, which I always think is amusing because usually the girls are stuck playing support. Heck yeah, go off, girls. I can't remember. Does this turn them into stone? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. He's got another attack that can turn you into stone. I love how I said I wasn't going to tell you guys these things unless they happen, but like, I can't help it. He's got something called like Cinder Blast or whatever, which will turn your characters into stone. Let's go ahead and Cutlass Fury. Aika needs to heal herself again. And Fina can go ahead and use Crystallis again. Here we go.
Let's try this.
Go ahead and top off. We're probably going to have to heal Vice next round, which is fine. Hopefully he can heal himself. Ooh, I don't even think we're going to have to worry about it. Perfect. Fina's going to get him right here. Oh, Fina's getting the kill shot. Go, Fina. Heck yeah, girl. Like I said, she's not the worst. You just need to use magic with her if you're gonna try and attack with her, and usually that's like at the cost of spirit points, so that can be a little rough. Some of the spells cost a lot of points. Like, I tried using Noxus earlier, but it cost like 6 spirit points, and I was like, I don't have that right now. And everybody leveled up. Perfection. Ooh, and Vice learned Crystallite. We got another Rizzlin box, and we now have 2 of those, which is perfect. And I love that his corpse becomes your walkway across the lava. That is so beautiful. Oh, I have to open the door. I couldn't see it. It's so dark in here. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way over to the Red Moon Crystal over here. We've finally earned it after making our way through the dungeon. I love all the art on the wall too. That was super cute. Wow, so this is a moon crystal. Wow. It's so beautiful. I'm getting weak in the knees just looking at it. A moon crystal is the most concentrated source of energy that you will ever see. It was created by distilling a moonstone into its purest form. Moon crystals are pure energy. This crystal alone has the power of thousands, no, tens of thousands of moonstones. So this crystal is powerful enough to control one of the Gigas? Look at the light radiating from the crystal. Even though thousands of years have passed since the destruction of the old world, the crystal still shines as bright as ever. Between the power of these crystals and the destructive forces of the Gigas, it's easy to see how much of the world was destroyed. It's sad the people of the old world had so much power, but they used it to make weapons instead of helping each other. And there's no way we can let Valua get their hands on one of these. Fina, leave it up to us. We'll keep it safe. The Valuans are gonna have to take it off of my dead body before I hand it over to them. There's so much of the world that I still have to see. I'm not going to let them wake some ancient guardian to destroy half of it now.
Thank you very much.
I know you'll do your best to keep it safe. So, unfortunately, or maybe not so unfortunately, this video ended up being a little bit long. There was really no good stopping point. I was in the middle of a dungeon, and it felt really weird to just stop right before the boss fight. That's not quite how I like to end videos. Anywho's, thank you guys so much for watching, and I did want to show you guys this absolutely stupid fight that I got into. Definitely the worst fight I've ever had in this game. Anywho's, enjoy, and see you guys next time. It got Vice, oh no. At least it missed Fina, because she still has to attack. Oh no, and the Stone Breath! Oh no! I spoke too soon! Not Slipara again, stop! I don't think Fina can get 2 conditions at once, which is nice, but literally our whole party's about to be, like, out of commission. Oh my god, they're all casting it, aren't they? Stop. Well, Aika's just doing fantastic over here. Look at her. Oh my god, this is literally so ridiculous. No, I finally got her. She's finally down. All allies. Oh my god, leave me alone. They're literally just gonna keep going too, because we're asleep and we can't do anything. No, leave Vice alone. Oh my gosh, so Vice woke up, but now he's been petrified. So we're still stuck with nobody who can attack. If I get game over from this, and here's Drone, which works opposite of Increm, it lowers all your stats. Not all your stats, but it does lower your attack and your defense, I believe, which is unfortunate. Oh my god. This fight is stressing me out. I literally can't do anything. Frick, am I gonna get a game over from this? That would be hilarious. Slipara, oh my god, leave me alone. This is like comically awful. I'm totally putting this at the end for like the worst fight I've ever had. Oh, Aika's awake. Perfect. Ooh, and the Petrify wore off of Fina. Yes. Okay, so it does wear off over time. We have a ton of spirit points. Unfortunately, I forgot to unlock a Lambda Burst, which sucks, but I'm going to go ahead. She's going to Delta Shield, and she's going to go ahead and use a Curia Crystal on Vice. I guess next time you see this many Duro Beetles, don't underestimate them because they're quite annoying. Yeah, here they go, casting more magic. Oh my god, this is like the longest fight I've ever had in this game, and it's not even a boss battle.
Let's try this.
Alright, hopefully Vice stays cured. This thing's gonna stone breath again, isn't it? It's gonna hit Fina though. Oh, Fina needs to be healed. Oh shoot. We finally get an attack in! Oh my goodness, we finally did it, guys. We hit something, we kicked something. Look at us go. Oh my god, Fina's about to die. Goodness. He doesn't have anything either. Okay. Shoot, this is awful. Alright, you know what? We're gonna have to let Fina fall, I fear. Let's go ahead and get rid of this Death Heads. Aika's gonna have to Delta Shield again because we just have so many of these things. Hopefully we can keep Fina up, but I really don't have high hopes for that. Get this Death Head out of here and get gone. We don't want you. Alright, we have 3 more. Ooh, and they're going for Vice. Perfect. Just keep going for Vice. Don't look at Fina. Oh no! Oh, it went for Aika, thank goodness. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead. Oops, don't focus. That was a waste. Go ahead and use Pyra's, and then she's gonna have to Delta Shield again. We'll have to heal up Fina, but she'll still get experience because she hasn't fallen. If they fall in battle, they don't get any experience from the fight, and like, really, we want Fina to get all of this experience because that was a ton of guys that we had to get rid of, and also this is like the most ridiculous fight I've ever had in this game. I thought when I had 12 loopers spawn that was like the most ridiculous thing ever.
It was a close one.
Oh my goodness, we've never seen that one because she's never been close to falling like that. That was cute. I like that. I've never seen that. But yeah, I thought the most ridiculous one I've ever had was loopers, but honestly, I think that was the most ridiculous fight I've ever had.